By the way, was checked for a concussion after that last hit that he took, cleared quickly. And so he is back onto the field for Jacksonville. DK is going to play it. A couple of punt return touchdowns this season as he is out to the 35, 13 yards on the return.
Oh, no.
And we got multiple flags here. And again, it's Logan Cook is in the mix. Boy, he's been the instigator. Matisic throwing a guy down, another flag, and this thing getting out of hand. Brad Rogers and his officiating team.
Well, I think initially it was Chestnut and Andrew Wingard who got tangled up, and then Cook didn't appreciate what was happening.
I don't think there's a feistier punter in the NFL than Logan Cook.
Yeah,
there's Wingard and Chestnut.
Yeah. That's the original flag.
Now look at your punter getting your back. That's something you don't see.
You know how we always talk about quarterbacks and decision making? I think we got to talk about Cook's decision making.
Yeah.
You know, that.
Oh, so you question?
He almost knocked himself out on the previous play, and then it's, hey, you know.
So we have 4 different flags on the field.
Multiple fouls on the play by both teams. Personal foul. Tennessee, 44. Number 44.
Tennessee, 35.
Tennessee, number 35.
Jacksonville.
Then Jacksonville, number 9.
And 46.
And 46. Those penalties will offset. Tennessee's number 44 has been disqualified from the game.
Yeah, so that's Mike Brown, who has indeed been ejected. That's good teamwork between the officials.
A lot of numbers.
By the way, happy belated birthday, Adam.
I appreciate it. I thought you forgot. You see number 44, Brown.
Yeah, Brown coming in at the end there. It's in a tussle. That's Matisic, you see him grabbing Matisic's face mask right there.
Yep.
And boy, you don't want to do that in front of the officials. It's going to cost him some money.
I don't really know why the punter did that. You know, honestly, I was just trying to play hard, and he came up to me, said he was going to kill me. You know, so I don't know what made him do that.
I mean, just things kind of maybe tempers flared from that moment. You thought? I mean, just how did the frustrations of the game kind of boil into that moment? You think?
I don't think it was any frustration. I think it was just us playing hard, and me and the other guy was just playing hard, and I think he just wanted something to say. Honestly, I have no idea.
Herbert, and Johnston has this one. Another third down conversion. Third catch today for Quentin Johnston, and now a flag is down late.
I think they're going to get somebody, maybe have someone hitting Herbert.
Crosby. Yeah, I think Crosby was the one who's now having some words with the Los Angeles sideline.
Yeah, and the whole team is now wanting to have a little conversation. Big time catch by Johnston, though, who struggled sometimes with some drops. But on that play, he made a heck of an adjustment.
Let's watch the end of the play.
Right there.
Yeah, right there. He shoved Herbert down. It was fired up after the conversion.
Unsportsmanlike conduct, number 98. 15-yard penalty added on to the end of the play with an automatic first down.
And I would assume Justin Herbert probably said a little something in Max Crosby's ear. Chargers, they had coaches.
They got to be careful as some of the Raiders are now on the Chargers sideline. Eric Stokes was along the Chargers sideline. Isaiah Polamalu was able to bring him over. Well, this one almost erupted. Derwin James was trying to get Quentin Johnston back. And Jim Harbaugh saying, hey, we had guys coming up on our sideline.
Yeah. I did see in the Raiders huddle, Crosby gathered everyone around and told him, my bad, that's on me. And a good job by Jim Harbaugh and his coaches policing up their sideline so guys don't come off of it and escalate what started.
Commanders showed what kind of competitors they are last night in that thriller on Sunday Night Football. Dart's going to go and gets popped on the sideline, and we're going to get a fight. Christian Ellis delivered the hit, and these two teams are going at each other.
Tell you what, Joe, I know they're going at it, but it looked to me like it was a legal hit. And it's just Dart trying to get a little bit extra, and you know he has to protect himself, and he's a target. Take a closer look at it. There's a look at Ellis. Once he gets outside the pocket here, this is in real speed.
Oh. Yeah, Troy, you're 100% right. He's in bounds. When he's contacted, that's a legal hit. And to your point, Troy, he's got to take the sideline. He's got to get out of bounds before that hit comes.
He absolutely has to. And you know, the officials over the last few years, you correct me if I'm wrong, Russell, but as these teams go at it, I totally get the Giants rallying to his
At the
defense.
end of the play, personal foul, offense number 84. 15-yard penalty. Down counts. Third down.
That's a good job. Yeah, it's a right call. It's a good job by these officials managing it, understanding what took place. But I was going to say these officials over the years, they were protecting these quarterbacks a lot, even when they were kind of in bounds, that they thought the hit was unnecessary. And then the quarterbacks started stretching the limits on that a little bit, and the league let them know that we can't protect you if you're going to stay in bounds.
Absolutely. The league has sent out a lot of training tapes and sent the message loud and clear.
Yes, you are. 1st and 15. They can get a first down at the 1. Mariota has the middle taken away. Zach Allen. Woof. Tough and good inside. We mentioned him earlier with all the guys who have multiple sacks. And behind the play, a flag as there was late pushing and shoving going on.
Zach Allen clearly threw to make an easy play there.
After the play, personal foul, unnecessary roughness, defense number 15. Contradiction to the goal with an automatic first down.
So it's on Nick Benito, who will take them inside the 10. Here's the end of it. Pulling Biotish off. And then Tussle comes in with the push.
You can't pull somebody off the pile. I don't know if that's considered a pile or not, but that was exactly what happened there.
Hey, rules analyst Terry McCauley, what do you see here?
Yeah, Mike, there's no definition for pile in the rule book, but at some point, football common sense has to take over. You have, as Chris said, you have to have more than one person for a pile, and it's illegal to pull a player off a pile. If it's not more than one person, there's no pile. I don't find that rough at all. I think ultimately the foul should have been on Washington 78.
Yeah, Brosmer finds Jefferson, and his first catch goes for a loss of a few. And he gets thrown down at the end of the play by Eamon Worry. That'll make it a first down. Unnecessary right there after a loss of 4.
Do a great job reading. They're trying to get a little bubble pump to Hawkinson, and they don't bite on it, so he's got no choice but to check it down. And
after the play, personal foul, unnecessary roughness, defense. 15-yard penalty from the catch spot, first down.
And 3. Watch his legs. Here he goes. Good call, Tony. He's got a first down. Needed 3, got 4.
When they're leading, when they feel comfortable,
look at this.
When it gets chippy.
That guy Cam Hayward, the 15-year vet, having a little word with a guy that he has to know well from all of the many things that they both have done with their careers.
Don't make him mad. There are certain guys, you just want to be, hey, good job, right? Josh using the legs on a 3rd down play like you expect in big situations, but you don't make Hayward upset. Ooh, going right at Josh Allen. Play action.
He's in trouble. Able to get away from Watt. Shrug off another hit. Oh my goodness. What a collision. And the Bills players come to the defense of their quarterback. Queen is in that mix, and
I mean, I thought probably should have been a penalty. He clearly slides, and right here you got to lift up a little bit. Patrick Queen, maybe.
The ball pops out after he'd already slid, and Gene, should this been a personal foul?
Yeah. In my opinion, I think it should have been, Jim, because when Josh Allen does slide and makes contact and is down by contact, Patrick Queen kind of has not committed to the tackle yet. Now, he hasn't made contact with the head and neck, but I think it's a late hit because Josh Allen is already clearly down before Queen makes a committed tackle to him. So I think there is something there for a late hit.
At the play clock, it's running down here with 2 seconds.
Got to watch his legs.
Allen trying to convert for the second time with his legs on this drive, and he does so. Got an injured Steeler, Patrick Queen.
Second time in this drive. 3rd and 3, his legs. 3rd and 2, his legs.
Allen and Hayward are still exchanging pleasantries.
Well, you can see how important this game is to both franchises.
Allen's going to throw for it. No. Now he does. Back to the end zone. He's got Keon Coleman for the touchdown.
Keon Coleman is back. We're going to get another penalty after the play. This won't determine anything about the score, but guess who was drawing at each other again?
Hayward
and Allen.
And Allen.
Going toe-to-toe. Allen wins that round. What a job by him.
Because they then went into a short week.
Taunting, Pittsburgh number 97. That's his first toward disqualification. That 15-yard penalty would be enforced on the kickoff.
Because of the short week, you see the taunting here has been happening all game long. They kept Coleman inactive for the game against Houston, so he's been inactive the last 2. They were waiting to see something out of him, and he delivered a catch on 4th down.
I've seen a little bit of frustration early on. Can you talk about it, or?
Being kneed in my stomach, and then just drawing back and forth, and then ticked off the entire game because as a quarterback they're protected, but I'm not. It just pisses me off.
You're saying he needed you or someone else?
Yes, that's exactly what I'm saying.
Did you cross the line throughout the game, or was it that one incident?
That was that one incident.
Was that on purpose by him, you think?
Yes. He even said after, I had to do something to get you off me.
Green 18 set. Pressure off the edge. Tracy picks that up, and Dart trying to find somewhere to go. Gets hit hard. Drilled by Harold Landry. Barmore had the initial pressure, and the Giants did not like that hit. A loss of 5. And Landry really delivered a blow to Dart.
Yeah, and this is what everybody is worried about on the Giants sideline. They go a 2-man route, so they're going to try to block him up, see if they can't take a shot. New England not fooled at all, but you start dodging and duking within the pocket. You got to be real careful. And
quarters early in the second now. See what they can do. Is Gibbs will get it, looking for a little seam, and there is nothing. Just walled up there by Devontae Wyatt, who has been one of the big beneficiaries of getting Micah Parsons. He has had an amazing year. 4 sacks for him. He's been all over the place in the middle of that Green Bay D.
Yeah, not only that, but Evan.
Toss play, Sean Tucker. Got a block on the edge, and Tucker, good run on 1st down, but a flag comes in, and then a flag on the sideline as well. So there's 2 different penalties, one in the defensive backfield and then one on the sideline at the end of the play.
Yeah, I don't know why Akeem Davis-Gaither kind of followed through with that. He was going to be okay, and then there's a little shove at the end.
By each team. Holding. Offense number 57. Personal foul. Defense number 27. Penalties offset. Replay 1st down.
Yeah, you can see if he just lets him go, everything was fine right there. It's just this little shove right here at the end, and he's going to.
Has been stalled for a while. Mahomes tries to. Oh, it's Rice. Tried to fake out Odigizua, and he still was right in his face when he released that throw, and it goes for 12
receptions. 3rd and 9. Lamar Jackson. That ball got hit. That ball's intercepted. It's Demetrius Knight Jr. down the sideline. Another turnover for the Ravens. And the Bengals have it right around midfield.
What we're going to do is bring Isaiah Likely this way and slide the line that way. Variety of pressure looks brought by Al Golden, and what happens is it creates a bad matchup. Likely a receiving tight end blocking Miles Murphy, one of the Bengals' best pass rushers. Murphy gets in Lamar's face.
Powerful. Mason's back in, and a burst up the middle here. Jordan Mason, a couple plays after leaving the game with an injury, chugs ahead for 24. And then a flag after the play. Things getting a little bit chippy here. With all those whistles blowing, trying to separate the teams.
Yeah, so Gray Zabel. No, I'm sorry, Blake Brendel. He came in, just kind of takes a shot.
Peely.
Didn't like that. He's just knocking guys off the pile. They tell linemen, so Brendel, he's just doing kind of what he's coached to do. They tell him clean that pile up, protect the runner, don't let defenders take their shots.
Personal foul, unnecessary roughness, offense number 64. That penalty enforced from the dead ball spot. First down, Minnesota.
So you get Brandel there, and he's like, geez, I just got decked by a 340-pound madman, and now 3. So you're seeing the end of this play. Wow.
Oh, man, that's brutal. I mean, that's just bad. He took a direct shot right to the face.
Part of who he has been going back to his college days.
Here's a completion and a beauty for a first down as Slayton makes the grab. Well covered by Carlton Davis, but Dart fitted in there for an 11-yard gain.
Yeah, really nice job by Jackson Dart. Good release off the line of scrimmage by Slayton as these two mix it up a little bit. I think it's worth noting, Joe, that Jackson Dart.
Impose your will and run it right at him.
They fake it to Warren. Now they go to Warren in the middle, down to the 2. Tries to squirm for another yard. I think they'll mark him at about the 2.
Going to be unblocked. Rodgers does that little arm angle, but it's an extension of the running game. And then we'll find the fighting on the outside for no reason.
Yeah, Metcalf and Benford going to the ground. No flag.
Lawrence under pressure. Lawrence may just want to run out of bounds as he throws it out. You don't want to take your quarterback getting any hits here. I don't think that Jacksonville sideline appreciated it. Boy, there's a flag thrown. Is this a potential unsportsmanlike, maybe a late hit? And now we got frustration. Another flag comes out. Oh boy, you got to be careful here if you're the officials. Arden Key right in the center of things. Was there a punch thrown potentially? Well, if this is against Tennessee, Liam Cohen may be rethinking that decision.
Well, I think the initial would
and maybe go for the kick.
I think the initial may have been grounding.
Right, so obviously out of the tackle box, Brown was the guy giving chase. There was Key. That was, I think, what the Jacksonville sideline didn't appreciate, with Lawrence already going down. And boy, there's the look like what was a punch. Art, you think about the hit that Trevor Lawrence took last year in that game that knocked him out.
Yeah, but there was nothing wrong with that tackle on Lawrence that I saw. Did you see?
Well, he was going down after he was tripped up by Brown, and then Key came in. But again, that's a bang-bang play. Let's see how the officials handle this here. Here's Brad Rodgers.
There are 2 fouls on the play, both by the defense. Personal foul, roughing the passer, defense number 49. That's a 15-yard penalty from the previous spot. During the dead ball action, number 49, personal foul. That penalty is declined. We'll have 1 untimed down, Jacksonville.
So some of the fisticuffs, Arden Key, Anton Harrison getting tangled up on that sideline. And this is going to be a 45-yard field goal attempt
Today was a beauty, 51 yards to Christian Watson, and now it's Kennedy on the return. Kennedy looking for a seam, tripped up short of the 30.
So much I liked about
2 minutes left. And the run to the left for Piron for a couple. I got to tell you, when we talk to Joe Burrow, the pushing and shoving here, let's just make sure that cleans up okay. The best third down defense in the NFL as well. Running it inside, Rodriguez bounced it outside. Got the first down to the 49-yard line. Looked to be stopped, instead a gain of 11 for the third year back from Kentucky.
That changes this entire possession. Browning moved early, and they stopped the play.
And why? Why now we don't have a free play?
Oh, Baker's livid.
Neutral zone infraction. Houston number 5. 5-yard penalty, still third down.
He said there's a comfortability with what I do and how I do my cadence out there, and he got him to move with his cadence.
Yeah, well, you get Barron to jump right there, and that's the whole thing. When Allison mentioned that cadence and how important it is for him to be out there, that's one of the reasons right there.
Lawrence, QB designed run. Lawrence is in. So Jacksonville gets its first 2-point try converted of the season. Key block was Allen on big bad Jeffrey Simmons. There is a flag thrown again in the offensive backfield.
The ruling on the field is the try is successful. After the play, personal foul number 98 of the defense. That penalty will be enforced on the kickoff.
All right, so that is Jeffrey Simmons, obviously frustrated as Tennessee now has fallen.
Then so what?
Detrimental.
I mean, a couple of them. Just talking. We talking about flag. That's what you're talking about. The one I got. He stood over me and told me to suck his dick. It is what it is. I'm not going. Yeah. The ref said he thought I grabbed his face mask, but I didn't. Grabbed him right here, but it is what it is.
Conduct after a touchdown. There is no option to carry that penalty over to the kickoff. They needed to enforce that foul on the PAT.
So somehow that one got away from the men on the field, and
that's why Gene's great.
Buffalo returns it only across the 30.
He's a hoe, and I want that known. I see why he got punched in the nuts, because that's he says some things that you should not say to another man ever. But I don't respect it because you say that, then run behind your O-line. That's some real soft shit, and I want that known. I see exactly why they punched the nuts. I'm surprised nobody punched him in the jaw yet.